World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. The United States launched a sweeping round of airstrikes on Iran overnight from Saturday into Sunday, targeting roughly 140 military sites, according to U.S. officials. Iranian state media later reported additional attacks on military facilities in Qasem Island, Bandar Abbas, and Hajiabad, though it did not specify who carried them out. In response, Iran reportedly fired drones and missiles towards several Gulf countries, including Kuwait, Qatar, Jordan, and the United Arab Emirates. U.S. Central Command said no American personnel were injured, while regional governments reported limited damage and a small number of injuries. Meanwhile, tensions remain high over the Strait of Hormuz, with Washington insisting it remains open, while Tehran claims restrictions on maritime traffic. Pakistan has called on all sides to exercise restraint and de-escalate the situation. In other news overseas, Qatar's former Emir Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani has been laid to rest following his death at the age of 74. Al Jazeera reports a simple funeral ceremony was held in Doha after evening prayers attended by family members and mourners dressed in traditional attire. His son and successor Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani helped carry his body to its final resting place in Lusail Cemetery. Observers describe the ceremony as humble, reflecting both Islamic tradition and the late Emir's personal values. Sheikh Hamad is widely credited with transforming Qatar into a global economic powerhouse by expanding its natural gas industry. During his leadership from 1995 to 2013, the country became the world's leading exporter of liquefied natural gas. And finally, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina has died at the age of 71 following what his office described as a sudden illness. The BBC reports Graham, a longtime figure in U.S. politics, served in the Senate since 2002 and was known for his strong positions on foreign policy and national defense. U.S. President Donald Trump paid tribute, calling him a true American patriot who would be greatly missed. The senator had recently returned from a trip to Ukraine where he met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and had shown no prior signs of illness. Reports indicate emergency responders were called to his Washington home following a suspected cardiac arrest. Over the years, Graham's relationship with President Trump evolved from outspoken criticism to firm political support, particularly on issues like the judiciary and national security. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.